Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Brian Shanae, and today I'll be introducing my May TBR, so please stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make
And we're back. So like I said, I'm going to be introducing my May TBR. I know that it's pretty much the end of May, but I really wanted to get this in before the month was over because I didn't get to finish my TBR in April, so I didn't read any books in April. But I'm back to trying to get at least two books to read a month, and so let's go ahead and get started. So the first book that I've already started, I'm like 50 pages in, and this book just released this month, and it is called With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is the second book that she has written. Her first book was The Poet X, which was lovely, and I just love the format of the book. This book is definitely different, but it's beautiful. Just check out that cover. It's amazing, and it has the fruit all around it, ingredients and everything like that. And so this is what it looks like naked, which I think that is beautiful. And here is the spine. So that's really beautiful. I never really seen a book like this, so it's very creative and different. But let me read you the synopsis so you can see what it's about, and maybe you'll be interested in picking it up. So it says, ever since she got pregnant freshman year, Imani Santiago's life has been about making the tough decisions, doing what has to be done for her daughter and her abuela, which means grandmother. The one place she can let all that go is in the kitchen. There she lets her hands tell her what to cook, listening to her intuition and adding a little something magical every time, turning her food into straight up goodness. Even though she's always dreamed of working in a kitchen after she graduates, Imani knows that it's not worth her time to pursue the impossible. Yet despite the rules she's made for her life and everyone else's rules, which she refuses to play by, once Imani starts cooking, her only choice is to let her talent break free. From the author of National Book Award winner The Poet X comes a dazzling story of a girl with talent, pride, and a drive to create that keeps her fire burning bright. And so this book seems very interesting. I'm already anticipating it to be 5 out of 5 stars. But like I said, I'm 50 pages in, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading a lot more of this book and learning more about Imani. But this is the first book that I'll be reading in May. The second book, which I really did not know was coming out at all, but I had to get it because, as you all know, if you have been watching my videos and my previous videos last year, I love villains, I love retellings, and the reason why I love villains because I feel like their retellings and their backstory is very interesting, and you get to know more about the villain instead of the actual princess or the one that has finds her prince charming or happily ever after. And so I got this released yesterday, and this is by Jennifer Denali. It's called Stepsister, which this cover is beautiful, and it says beauty isn't always pretty. So that is amazing right there. Here's the spine. And even on the back it says, don't just fracture the fairy tale, shatter it. And so this is what it looks like naked. So it's just black and red, and there's the spine. But I saw this that it was a retelling, and I was so impressed with it. So let me read you the synopsis of what this is about, and I think you'll understand the retelling of it, especially when you see a shattered glass slipper or shoe. So it should give you the hint of what the retelling is about. But does it give you the hint? Maybe, maybe not. Some people might think, oh, it's a retelling of Cinderella, of herself. But guess again. So, it says, Isabel should be blissfully happy. She's about to win the handsome prince. Except Isabel isn't the beautiful girl who lost the glass slipper and captured the prince's heart. She's the ugly stepsister who cut off her toes to fit into Cinderella's shoe, which is now filling with blood. When the prince discovers Isabel's deception, she's turned away in shame. It's no more than she deserves. She cut away pieces of herself in order to become pretty, sweet, more like Cinderella. But that only made her mean, jealous, and hollow. Now she has a chance to alter her destiny and prove what ugly stepsisters have always known. It takes more than heartache to break a girl. Evoking the darker original version of the Cinderella story, Stepsister shows us that ugly is in the eye of the beholder and uses Jennifer Denali's trademark wit and wisdom to send an overlooked character on a journey toward empowerment, redemption, and a new definition of beauty. And I, like, literally when I read the synopsis, I'm like, this is my type of book. I always want to know, this is the type of book where you can learn from, because when we think of Cinderella, we think of her evil, villainous stepsisters, but we actually are going to figure out, or at least in this retelling, we're going to figure out exactly what her stepsisters went through, especially this one, Isabel. And I think it's very fascinating and interesting, especially when it talks about beauty, because beauty and people that are considered ugly or who think they're ugly is in the eye of the beholder. And I think with this world and everything, when it comes to beauty, there's definitions of beauty that people think in their minds, but I think beauty is everything. And I just am so interested in reading this book and knowing more about it. And I think it was really smart of Jennifer to do a retelling of Cinderella, but of her stepsister, and and this is like the darker version of Cinderella, but with a twist of knowing Isabel, which I think is amazing. And like I said, I love this book cover so much. It shows the glass slipper shattering, and you see blood in the glass slipper. But as you all know, so these are the 2 books that I'm going to attempt to read, but hopefully I can accomplish it. I probably will finish up at least one of these books before the end of May, and probably finish this up in the middle of June, or at least the beginning of June. But I hope you love my TBR. I haven't started reading this yet, but I've read this book. Like I said, I'm 50 pages in. I'm already intrigued, and this one I cannot wait to grab. I'm probably going to read both of them at the same time, just because I cannot wait to read the words. And it looks like the chapters aren't really that long, and I think the chapters in here is like 100 and something. But for this book, which is like this thin, to be 100 and something, that means the chapters are really short, and I would say it's a page turner, which I love page turners, and this is a page turner. But that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my video and my TBR for May. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much, you guys. See ya.